Hello, my name is Francesca Licata. I go by Frankie, and it is my pleasure to be here tonight sharing with you my audition to have the opportunity to speak at the TEDx Youth event hosted here at our very own UCVTS. I'm a sophomore here at UC Tech, attending the Teacher Education Academy. I enjoy reading romance novels and poetry, as well as baking and shopping. I'm a competitive softball player, and I travel with my team to play tournaments all over the country. There are three main topics I would love to have the opportunity to speak on at this event. The first of these topics is the issues with the way that foreign languages are taught in schools. This speech will touch upon the history and formatting of lessons, have the data collected from our peers here at UCVTS, and would be done from the dual perspective of a native Spanish speaker and a student who has never taken a Spanish course outside of a classroom. The second topic I have in mind would discuss the reasons why students refrain from asking questions or reaching out to teachers when they are confused. This speech deals with the psychology behind the importance of creating a safe learning environment for students and the way that we connect with our students to set them up for success. These topics are both important ideas that would make for strong and informative speeches. Now, I mentioned previously that I had three main ideas for speeches, but I have neglected to reveal them all. The final speech idea that I have is a topic I feel very strongly on and find myself talking about often. It is something I'm passionate about. It is something I know we need to address. It is the suicide rates and mental health of student athletes. As a student athlete myself, the stigma around mental health in the athletic community is appalling. In only 2 months of 2022, 5 high-performing Division I athletes committed suicide, seemingly out of nowhere. This is not a coincidence. This data trend exposes the NCAA's neglect for our bodies, our physical and mental health, our futures, and wholly our lives. This is a hard conversation that we need to have, and it seems that everyone is far too content with allowing these families to mourn their children, these teammates to lose their friends, these student athletes to suffer the consequences of our failures. However, there's a time and place for these discussions, and tonight I have a very different question for you. We all know of the beloved American expression, the one where we give a grin and shrug. Ugh, that task is easy as pie. Now, I happen to enjoy baking and have been making pie since I was very young. That being said, the effort, time, and almost obsessive precision that goes into such a wonderful treat makes easy the wrong word to describe the process. So if this is the case, where did such a saying come from? I ask you, what is so easy about pie? To begin, we first have to identify what a pie is. Well, by definition, a pie is a baked dish of fruits or meats and vegetables, typically with a top and base of pastry. That means a pie can be sweet, savory, or even tangy. A pie can include such a broad spectrum of flavors and can be as specific or as general as you would like it to be. Really, it matters very little. Pie has this accepting and creative aspect to it. Maybe that's what makes pie so easy, the choice, the freedom to like whatever you want without judgment. I like sweet and savory pies, but you may only like sweet pies and someone else may only like savory ones. Maybe pie is so easy because it's something we all have in common. Your preference matters little because we all love pie. Now, you're listening to me ramble on about how everyone loves pie, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, but Frankie, what if I don't like pie? Well, to that I say, pie is an art form. It's a subjective, beautifully created treat that can be whatever you would like. As with all arts, you may not love it, you may not even remotely like it, but anyone can appreciate the hard work and beauty of a pie. Now, let's actually get into making a pie. You gather the ingredients and find the recipe, maybe bright and early on a Saturday morning. You take your time and put all the pieces of your pie together. Finally, it is done, and you have the confidence to share this part of yourself, this pie, with the people that you love. And they don't like it. It's hard to not be good at something the first time around. It is hard to get things wrong. It is hard to put all that time and effort into something, to someone, just to watch it fail. It is hard to fail, just like it's hard to make a pie. So we just give up. We intimidate ourselves into believing that pie will never be anything but impossible. So we go back to the things we know. We shove our apron deep into that cupboard so nobody will ever find it, right? We can just hide that part of ourselves forever. Or, of course, we can try again and again and again. Our question is, what makes pie so easy? And the simple answer is, it's not. Pie is not easy. And yet we do it again and again, and we try harder and fail harder each time. But whisk in hand, we always get back up. Pie is not easy, and we cannot sit here and pretend that it is. However, pie is worth it. And soon in time, we realize it becomes easier and easier. We learn that pie is always worth fighting for, no matter the internal or external fear we may face. Because at the end of the day, we all love pie, of course. This concludes my audition for the TEDx Youth event at UCVTS. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you consider me as a speaker. Thank you.